Cindy. I'm studying to become an English teacher, and I love Island TV. Why? Because we are the Caribbean. We are Island TV. We need to reveal our fundamental contributions in America. We need Island TV to reveal our different beautiful Caribbean cultures for the world to respect and understand us better. Grow your business while supporting the only Caribbean television station in Florida. Advertise with Island TV.
Mesdames, Messieurs, bonsoir. Non pam, c'est Gary Laurent. Et c'est avec plaisir m'a présenté nous WhatsApp Caribéen. Semaine ça, n'a présenté nous des événements importants qui fait que ça passer dans le mois de juin. Premier event là, c'est un rassemblement que Fanm, Family Action Network, t'est organisé dans Little Haiti pour sensibiliser et présenter à tout immigrant quelques nouvelles précisions et changements dans la loi sur l'immigration. Deuxième event, c'est le lancement officiel campagne Marie-Paul Woodson, qui est candidat pour renouveler mandat comme State Representative dans District 105. Là. Et l'événement ça a été fait dans Redwood Restaurant dans Hollywood. C'est essentiel ça, nous présentons à Square, restez branché sur Island TV, nous tournons à l'air.
Imagine Art Media Productions, with nearly 20 years of experience, provides clients with a variety of marketing and production services. Imagine Art can help promote your business on any local or global media platform. We handle all aspects of your campaign, from creative content production to campaign strategies. Imagine Art also offers professional entertainment services, including DJ services, artist booking, 360 photo booth, animated gobo projection, photography, uplights, dance on the clouds, sparkles, sound engineering, and more. We are the one-stop shop that you need. Visit our website or call us at 305-303-0415.
Jean nous t'ai annoncé là, nous présentons l'événement ça que Fanm t'est organisé dans Little Haiti Cultural Center. Côté t'es gain intervention plusieurs secteurs monde qui gain pour ouais avec immigration. Avocats, monde qui dans processus immigration et même petit monde qui fait boy ici mais qui a réfléchi sur statut parent yo dans pays États-Unis. On nous suivre comment ça t'est passé.
Yon bagay m'ta attirer attention sur lui. C'est que dans pays côté gain en pile instabilité, Fanm Atifi souffre plus. Fanm Atifi souffre plus. Que la parler de Haïti, que la parler de l'autre pays ça yo, Fanm Atifi souffre plus. Donc c'est une bagaille ensemble nous pour regarder aujourd'hui. Redésir TPS and what we need to do I have to go faster. So second, nous remercier président Biden et l'administration parce que il était changé politique qui était obligé forcer monde qui prend résidence pour y obliger à aller dans le pays pour y retourner. Comme il y a monde ça yo pas obligé faire ça. Pas vrai, yo cap rester ici pour prendre résidence yo. Est-ce que nous content avec décision ça? Mais changement ça, l'ordre exécutif li passé dans ce passé là, il fait que un pile monde content, organisation ta Fanm, Flick, Florida Rising, toute organisation qui travaille pour droit monde, nous t'es content, mais nous t'en remet pour l'agile. Notamment pour le couvrir, plus passer 1 million de monde. Est-ce que nous sommes d'accord à ça? On va chercher sur ça. Troisième bagage là, nous pas d'accord avec décision, et c'est sous notre ça va finir. Président de l'administration Biden prend pour mettre restrictions sur les gens qui rentrer dans le pays, dans le border, pour demander asile politique. Les gens ne sont pas illégaux. L'on quitte le pays, à cause de ces conditions dangereuses qui dans le pays, ou forcé quitter le pays, pour venir dans l'autre pays, pour demander asile politique, you are doing the right thing. Ou fait ça, ou supposé faire. Parce que, si le pays n'a pas de problème, si le pays, dans le pays d'Haïti par exemple, si le pays n'a pas de gamme qui contrôle le pays, si le pays n'a pas de zam qui rentre, le pays d'Haïti n'a pas manufacturé les zam, le pays d'Haïti a supposé un embargo sous zam, et pourtant, nous avons un gang qui plein zam, il y a même plus zam parce que police n'a pas de bataille contre gang parce que gang plein zam, et 90% zam sont sorti là dans Floride. Si on pas veut pour eh bien moun sa yo quitte le pays puis yo vinn demander asile politique dans le pays, donc changer bagay yo. Si pas gen zam, pas gen gang. Pays d'Haïti a un problème zam. Donc moun même si la sorti en Afrique, que la sorti Salvador, que la sorti Guatemala, que la sorti Nicaragua, que la sorti Cuba, li gen droit pour demander asile politique. It is the right thing to do.
Je ne peux pas répéter tout ça, nous sautons des lundi. Mais je vais raconter une petite histoire. Nous ne devons pas contre ça. Mais tout changement qui j'aime fait dans l'immigration, ici aux États-Unis, pas jamais fait pour col. Il est toujours fait parce qu'il y a des gens qui campent ensemble, qui lèvent camper, qui disent mais ça est voulé. Et changement est voulé, est gourmet pour lui. Il y a des batailles qui prennent 2 ans, il y a des batailles qui prennent 10 ans. Mais changement dans l'immigration, qui n'a avantage immigrant, pas jamais fait sans travail, n'est pas jamais fait sans bataille. Nous entendons que nous voulons TPS pour Haïtiens. Nous entendons que nous voulons TPS pour Nicaragua, pour Équateur, pour Honduras, pour Congo, pour un pile pays qui a un pile municipal qui pourquoi pas papier dans main et qui besoin de protection même avec nous en tant que Haïtiens. Nous entendons que y a des lois qui passaient qui empêchaient qu'on y ait moun demander asile sous frontière. En pile nous doit venir sous Biden. Mais un petit bagage moi je veux partager avec nous. Est-ce que nous connaissons que pendant les derniers 18 mois pendant que nous gagnons presque 200 000 Haïtiens qui viennent sous Biden, nous gagnons tout près de 90 000 Haïtiens qui traversent les frontières sans Biden. Donc, là, parler nous d'un problème sous frontière, c'est business pas nous lié tout. Là, parler d'un bagage qui a affecté les immigrants, c'est business pas nous lié tout. Même si on pas cité non. Parce qu'en tant qu'immigrants, force là pour nous gagner, c'est pour nous capables de camper ensemble. Pour nous capables de camper avec une seule voix. Pour nous dire, mais qui gens nous voulons système nan fonctionner. Nous tendez Madame Bastien faire remarque là, li dit nous, pouvoir c'est dans main nous nié. Pour gagner nous qui sorti dans pays qui pas gain démocratie. Faut nous apprendre qui sa démocratie semblait. Démocratie by chaque grain être humain, on voit, on force, au pouvoir pour parler, pour le dissalver et pour lui faire changement que le voulait.
My name is Marie Woodson, and I proudly represent District 105, which is part of Hollywood, Pembroke Pines, Miramar, Hallandale, West Park, and Pembroke Park. Yes, I represent 6 cities. 6 cities, not 1, not 2, but 6. So I am here not just as a state representative, but I'm here also as the board chair of FAM, of Family Action Network Movement. So we have to make sure that we fight for our brothers and sisters, we advocate for our brothers and sisters in order for all of us have a better quality of life, because we all are immigrants and we all work very hard in these United States of America. Again, I thank Fanm for having the summit so we can sit here and talk and strategize and see what we need to do in order for us to continue to live in these United States of America, because when we look at what's going on in Haiti right now, it's not what we want. We want to be able to travel to our country, and we want to be able to do what we need to do. And also what's important is for us to exercise our right to vote. We have to exercise our right to vote. And we have to do our homework to see what's going on, because we are seeing that a lot of our rights are being taken away. A lot of our rights are being taken away from us. So my brothers and sisters, I know some of y'all might not be able to vote, but a lot of us in this room can vote. And the message that I'm going to give you, not only are we going to continue to advocate for our brothers and sisters to make sure that they have a path to citizenship, but we have to get after those who can vote to tell them, please go vote, because anything that happens, we might risk the chance of our TPS brothers not getting the papers that they need. Or the Biden programs might be cut off. So we need to do our homework to make sure that does not happen, that we do right by our country, we do right by our immigrants, and we do right by the United States of America that we live in. Thank you. I don't want to talk any longer because we have a lot of work to do, but what I want to say, I want to thank every one of you, and continue the fight for our immigrants, brothers and sisters. Thank you.
Bueno, muchas gracias a todos por ser parte de este panel. Reconozco algunas de las caras del panel del año pasado. Entonces, pues al igual que en el panel del año pasado tuvieron pues una conversación un poco abierta sobre este tema, les invito a quien le gustaría pues abrir el suelo y comentar un poquito sobre su experiencia. Yo sé que es que contigo, Sonia, que es cuando te conocí, fue muy intenso tu explicación. O sea, que no sé si igual quieres empezar, ya que eres también organizadora.
Llegué a Estados Unidos en 1996. Apenas tenía 21 años, llena de sueños, llena de ilusiones y más que todo con aquel grande anhelo de un día poder ver nuevamente a mi hijo que apenas dejaba de 11 meses. Yo salí de mi país para llegar a este país y hacer realidad aquel sueño que me compartían de trabajar, tener una vida digna, tener libertad y hasta cierto punto, porque en nuestros países no lo hay lo suficiente, llegar a este país y tener mucho dinero. Y me río, porque es cierto, eso es lo que nos vende, que este país es un país rico. Y de esa manera podemos ayudar a nuestras familias que quedan en nuestros países. Y esa era una de mis gran metas. Ayudar a mis 7 hermanos que quedaban en Honduras y a mis padres a salir adelante, sacar adelante a nuestra familia.
Soy nicaragüense y hoy estoy aquí para alzar mi voz por ese mismo TPS para Nicaragua. Muchas personas yo sé que saben aquí qué es lo que está pasando en Nicaragua. Aparte de 2 huracanes que nos azotaron en el 2020, yo soy del Caribe y regiones indígenas fueron desaparecidas debido a 2 fuertes huracanes que nos azotaron. Hace 2 años comenzamos una campaña para la redesignación del TPS para Nicaragua. Quiero aclarar que Nicaragua es uno de los 4 países que hoy goza de un parol humanitario. Mas, sin embargo, es el único país que no tiene una redesignación del TPS.
Como sacerdote, estoy encargado de la iglesia Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe en el condado de Broward. Y cada día que yo me dirijo a la oficina de la iglesia, siempre encuentro personas que incluso están antes que mí en la entrada de la iglesia. Y siempre están diciendo, Padre, queremos hablar con usted. Y cuando veo esos color browns en su piel, yo digo, ya me imagino de lo que quieren hablar. Y todos ellos, y la mayoría de ellos, vienen a buscar a la iglesia ayuda y consuelo. ¿De qué? Del miedo que sienten de no sentirse protegidos en un país como los Estados Unidos. Del miedo que sienten o sintieron al salir de sus países originales. Ciertamente represento a El Salvador, que es mi país de origen, y El Salvador también ha sido en el pasado uno de los beneficiarios del programa TPS. Pero ahora El Salvador también está urgido y necesitado de un nuevo TPS. Un país pobre, atacado de diversos lugares, de diversos frentes.
Moi vini de Haïti, moi couri, moi passé en pile misère pour moi capable d'arriver là. Et moi pas penser tout si moi t'es arrivé là aujourd'hui, mais grâce, merci bon Dieu que moi-même m'a dit bon Dieu merci chaque temps. Et c'est temps pour me gagner, pour me apprendre à raconter qui s'est passé dans la vie PAM. Faut nous comprendre, l'incomprendre l'autre. Nous tout à chercher en vie, nous tout à chercher, après vie, nous chercher grandir, nous chercher pour famille, nous avons besoin vraiment d'une possibilité, d'une liberté dans le pays États-Unis comme tout Américain, Nous-mêmes c'est Américain, nous-mêmes c'est Américain, nous venons de l'Amérique et nous-mêmes nous sommes Américains. Nous pas gain pour partir à nous, pour martyriser nous, pour faire de protéger toute nation qui vient comme immigrants dans le pays. Nous pas venir faire des blousailles, nous venons travailler.
I would say that we need to continue to push our youth to use their voices, because the youth have a power that it's unspoken of often, but we have a very powerful voice. If we continue to push the youth's voice to advocate for our families, for TPS recipients, for DACA recipients, we can make some real change. And it's youth like us, me and Alfonso, the work that we're doing, traveling to Congress, speaking with congressmen and women, the work that we are doing can create change so that one day 9-year-old Christina doesn't have to fear that her parents are going to be separated from her. One day, I'll live in a future where I know my family can stay together. One day, I don't have to fear that they'll be separated and I'll come home and they won't be there. One day, families can truly stay together because families belong together.
For anyone out there that's not in this room listening or watching, please go out to your community events and just use your voice like us. Because if you don't use your voice, you wouldn't know how powerful it is until you actually use it.
N'a pris une pause, n'a tourné d'aller. Toute présentation yo était vraiment intéressant dans l'événement ça. On nous continue suivre avec avocat yo kounia.
In 30 years, there has not been any significant changes to our immigration system. The few changes that have happened have only served to make our laws more complicated and more difficult for people to access some kind of lawful status. And the outlook in the short term is not good. Our legislative system seems to be broken, beyond repair. What that means is we are very much married to a complex and broken set of laws. It requires creativity, energy, and passion from lawyers to take these existing laws and try to open them up and make them applicable to each and every individual's case. That's very difficult.
Someone who entered without inspection or who passed through the border without inspection normally is not limited from filing asylum. That does not make you ineligible. But however, with the recent, I believe it's early June, I want to say it became applicable on June 5th, with the recent executive order from the president, what it has had the effect of is basically limiting people's ability to file asylum. Ultimately, there is a suspension of entry is what the president calls it, and he came up with a formula. The formula is very convoluted. I can't even explain it myself, but basically 2,500 individuals crossed the border in the last 7 days that didn't pass through the border lawfully, so to speak, they'll suspend entry. Based on how the numbers fall, ultimately, suspension of entry is in effect. So what happens now is people who entered without inspection are unable to file for asylum because you are no longer eligible based upon this particular order.
One of the things based on my experience when they used to ask, especially Haitians, why are you coming in the US? And they usually would say for a better life. And when they say for a better life, the officer interprets it for economic reasons, but they're not thinking about the persecution that they're going through, and that's why the person is saying for a better life. Because our culture, we don't really trust, the police, the authorities, so we're not going to sit there and explain our whole situation. We usually give general statements. Then until we feel comfortable with you, we start talking. But now, just like Ruth just mentioned, now you're putting the burden on us to approach a CBP officer to explain that we're fearing going back to our home country with somebody who has a uniform on.
Right.
How is that possible? And think about the other cultures that there's a language barrier, right? Let's talk about Central Americans that do not speak Spanish, right? They speak a dialect, Quechua, Mam, Conjobal. How are they going to express that if they have an officer who speaks Spanish, but they're trying to speak to them in Spanish, but they don't really speak Spanish, right? So there's so many impediments when you're putting this burden on somebody who may have a general fear of going back home, but can't express it. And that's something that when Vanessa and I traveled to Colorado, the reason why we ended up in Colorado is because there were an influx of Haitians coming from Brazil back in 2016, and they would put them in actual prisons, right? Because they didn't have space for them, and so they sent them to different locations. When they sent them to different locations, those locations, they don't have people who speak Creole. So now, whenever you are an undocumented immigrant who's detained, you are assigned to a deportation officer. So anything that you need at the facility, if you want to be released, if you want to speak to a family member, it has to go to a deportation officer. Imagine that deportation officer not speaking your language. And now they're saying at most, you have to speak Spanish. And a lot of them didn't speak Spanish. So you had people that were detained, couldn't even request basic things because there was a language barrier.
Nap pren yon ti pause musical, epi nap tourne à Kickoff campaign, représentative Marie Woodson.
Histoire 5 jeunes garçons qui prennent la mer, aller chercher qui boit la vie fait coin. Texte ça yo te gen tambour 4 misère, obligé parti quitter famille loin. Yo pat même gen yon destination. Yo sous l'eau, sous compte vague, sous compte vent. Texte ça yo te gen yon seule vision. Qui quitter Haïti, fait cap yo prend vent pour y aller. Yo finale. Chou a passé, nèg yo sous l'eau. Désespoir te envahi yo. Pas gen manger, pas même gen l'eau. Qu'est sauté te emparé yo. Gen yon qui ti passe pour ta tourner. Tapito la l'école bay quelqu'un. Les jeunes li dans pays li gen de mer. Chaque jour soleil la lever, je n'y pas faire rien. Madame ka plenye. Si moun ka plenye. Nek sa yo même jan avec. Yo te reme Haïti to pa empire. Yo te toujours dans la peine. La vie pour nek sa yo pas facile. Yo te obligé aller. La vie chère, la misère, c'est tout y aller.
Il y a des candidats qui passent aux deux présentations par rapport à tout ça qu'ils ont réalisé et par rapport à tout bill qu'ils ont fait passer dans Tallahassee pour soulager et protéger nous-mêmes qui vivons dans Florida, si tout le monde qui vit dans Broward. Représentative Mary Woodson, c'est un exemple dans ce sens. Et jeudi qui était 27 juin, Island TV était là pour couvrir le lancement campagne dans Hollywood. On suit avec nous.
Je vous remercie au nom de Madame Marie-Paul Woodson. Merci d'être avec nous ici ce soir. C'est un plaisir de vous avoir avec nous. And at this time, I would like to call the daughter, the cherished daughter of our wonderful state representative, Kelly Woodson, to sing the national anthem. Oh, who say, can you see at the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly strewn. And the kids ran glad, the bombs bursting air gave proof to the night that a flag was still there. Oh, who set us that star-spangled banner o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I'm really happy and pleased to see all of you guys here, all the elected officials from Miami, Miami-Dade County, Broward County, and also here in Hollywood. And I'm very happy to see the mayor here tonight. And then also, all the elected officials. And it's a lady that, was very dear to me, who's been supporting me, give me some ideas, some advice. The lady that we try to send back to Tallahassee, which is Mary Woodson. So I'm going to be quick. I'm not going to say too long. I'm going to put for a lot of people here, guys. I cannot be the dino. So I came here about a year and a half ago to open this restaurant here in Hollywood. I've been in Miami for the past almost 15 to 20 years, about 3 to 4, 5 restaurants that I opened. And I said to myself, it's time for me to come to Hollywood to do something for Hollywood. And I see some of those people in Hollywood really appreciate what I'm doing. They support it. They come daily, nightly, and to see what I bring to the table. So guys, once again, I will have to thank you guys for all of you to come here and also to support Mary Woodson for this endeavor is going through. Thank you.
It really is great to have you all here in the city of Hollywood. And it's great to have you here supporting a candidate that we all love, our state representative, Marie Woodson. And it's a testament to Marie, who she is as a person, who she is as a state representative, to have you all here. And I know that she's touched every one of our lives in different ways, probably personally, but also professionally in what she does as a state representative. Myself as a mayor and all of our city commissioners who are here and other elected officials, because we know the work that Marie Woodson does in Tallahassee representing us, passing bills to pursue housing affordability, pursuing better education in Florida, pursuing human rights in Florida, pursuing veterans accessibility for benefits in Florida, pursuing property tax benefits and reductions for veterans and other folks here in the city, protecting first responders and representing public safety for us here in Tallahassee.
If you want to know anything about Marie, is that she's an incredible mother. She's a wife. Her love for her family is projected in everything that she does in Tallahassee. She is an immigrant like myself who came from Haiti, and she knows that she needs to do everything to protect the dream that we all came here for. That's why she's representing us. And being in Tallahassee, by the way, is not for the faint of heart, okay? The fact that Marie has been elected once, served, elected twice, served, and still wants to run again to be up in Tallahassee, just for that she deserves a Medal of Freedom award.
All right, so I'm just going to take a moment to thank our volunteers. I said earlier, some of our Dunkin' Donuts crew is here. The Dunkin' Donuts crew, stand up. You know who you are. Come up here. Whether you have a shirt on or not, the Dunkin' Donuts crew, you know who you are. I can go down the line, and you know, what's common about all these? What's common about all these people standing here? Say it again. Say it again. So, you see, she's going to attract good women, but she hasn't been to, don't get me wrong. But these women, they know how to walk the walk with Marie once, and they do the same thing in all the things they're involved in. And they can tell you what they do, and I don't want to take too long, but you can stop and talk to them. It's how they're involved in their communities and how they can help make our communities the best they can be. So any volunteer, if you're not up on the stage, if you've done anything for Marie Woodson's campaigns, please stand up, give everyone a great hand. A lot of people are hiding in the back. I know that Miss Gloria's at the table.
Everybody knows that you are not just for District 105. She is for all constituents, all of Miami-Dade County, all of Broward County, all of West Palm Beach. She is the one. I just want to thank you. Yes, go ahead. Give us a round of applause. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for our champion. Our champion for multiple populations, our champion for all populations. Whether it's affordable housing, whether it's crime reduction, whether it's mental health. Most of you might not know this, but she's championing mental health in your district. So that when we get angry, for critical infrastructure. We love you, we praise you, and you are a sister to us. God bless you.
Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Are you excited to re-elect the best state representative in Tallahassee that fights every single day to make a difference for our country and our state? Give Marie a big round of applause. I have to tell you, Marie Woodson is a really special person. There was no way in heck I was going to miss this fundraiser and this campaign party, because I can tell you there's nobody I've met in my political life with a bigger heart and a better desire to make a difference for people than Marie Woodson. And I have to tell you, when you go to the legislature, you're only there for a limited amount of time. You can be there for 8 years in the State House. And at the end, you can look back and see what you did. And there are some people that will look back and maybe they didn't accomplish a whole lot. But Marie Woodson is going to be able to look back at her time in the Florida House of Representatives. She's going to see all the laws she passed, all the people she helped, and I can definitely tell you she's going to make herself proud, her husband proud, her kids proud, and she's made all of us proud. And let me tell you why Marie is just so good. When you go to Tallahassee, if you want to be a very good state representative, you can take a pretty neat approach that Marie takes. What she does is she works with everybody, Democrats and Republicans, everyone, to pass good laws for the people of Florida that really make a big difference, and she's passed a lot of laws. At the same time, she is not afraid to stand up and let the other party know when they're doing something pretty bad to the people of Florida, and she does that very, very well. If every single state representative in Florida was like Marie Woodson, I can tell you our country and our state would be a much, much, much better place than it is right now. And I can tell you, when you look around this room and you see so many dedicated people who love Broward County and our community, the fact that you all came here tonight to support Marie Woodson, I think is a testament to the great work that she's done. And so from now until Election Day, let's do everything we can possibly do. Let's bang on doors. Let's make phone calls. Let's make sure that we return Marie Woodson to the State House, because our county and our state need her. Thank you all so much. God bless. Go Marie.
I'm not going to be long. Thank you, everybody. I want to thank each one of you for being here for a great cause. I'm going to use one letter and this person's name. That one letter that she has in her name would describe who she is. I took my time to think about it today. That's all I'm going to say about it. She's a representative called Marie Woodson, but the name is one R, Marie. The R. The R stands, using the R, is, she's not, I'm going to allow me to say, she's not a Republican for that matter, but that's not what it's up for. I'm just removing what she's not. Sure. But she's going to be a Republican, I'm going to show you why. Yet she represents all, including Republicans and Democrats. She is respected for her tireless work. This public servant she is has gained the admiration of her constituents, wherever they are. She's responsible in her duties and constantly delivers results that benefit the whole community. The third R, she's very resourceful in her approach. She is able to navigate complex challenges with ease. The fourth R is responsive to the needs of the people. She's always accessible and ready to address their concerns. The fifth R is she's resilient. In the face of adversity, she has maintained a strong reputation again throughout her tenure. The sixth R is she's reachable and approachable. She has built strong relations with her fellow lawmakers, allowing her to effectively collaborate and drive forward meaningful change. The before last R is her reputation is intact. She is a true Republican role model, inspiring me. That means that she's inspiring others to follow her in her footsteps. I'm not saying she's a Republican, I'm saying she's a Republican model. Okay, that's what it is. Now the last R, I'm gonna ask you to, all of us to re-elect the re-electable. Do you understand what it is? To re-elect the re-electable, why? Because her record, another R, the record of service is one that deserves to be continued. Why go to someone who has not even started yet? We want to keep her in office. So thank you for what you're doing. We appreciate you. God bless you. Good success, my sister. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
N'a pris une pause, red branché, n'a pris tourner talé.
Imagine Art Media Productions, with nearly 20 years of experience, provides clients with a variety of marketing and production services. Imagine Art can help promote your business on any local or global media platform. We handle all aspects of your campaign, from creative content production to campaign strategies. Imagine Art also offers professional entertainment services, including DJ services, artist booking, 360 photo booth, animated gobo projection, photography, uplights, dance on the clouds, sparkles, sound engineering, and more. We are the one-stop shop that you need. Visit our website or call us at 305-303-0415.
N'a suivre lancement officiel campagne Marie Woodson et Kounia nous pral tendre intervention candidat.
I got elected in 2020 and I went to Tallahassee. A lot of people underestimated me when I was going to Tallahassee because I was the new kid on the block who never ran for office before. So they did not understand that I left Haiti because I could not get into a university in Haiti. I came to the United States of America at the age of 21 because when you're in your own country, you cannot get into a school because you didn't have a godfather, and you came to these United States of America. This is serious business. You need to take everything serious. I went to Tallahassee, 4 years in Tallahassee, worked with my colleagues, understand the issues that our communities are facing, because we are facing a lot of crisis, which we know we have a crisis in affordability. A lot of these young people who are standing here, they cannot afford to rent a home, they cannot afford to buy a home, they cannot even afford to rent an apartment. And they are college graduates. So we are not sending a good message when it comes to our younger generation, to tell them to go to school, and then they cannot afford to live the American dream. So I'm in Tallahassee working with my colleagues, and I can say that, I can proudly say, for those 4 years I've been in Tallahassee, I was able to pass 9 bills in the state legislature. 9 good bills. Starting with affordable housing, which is one of them that I'm still working on that one, even though we made a dent on it. I was able to pass a bill for homeless youth, those kids who are attending college, who are aging out of the foster care system, to require of the state to give them the support system that they need. For our seniors, I was able to pass a bill with Marty Kier, who is the best property appraiser in the state of Florida as far as I'm concerned. He was here tonight. That gave an additional homestead exemption to seniors 65 and older who are living on fixed income, who makes less than $65,000. And I was able to pass 2 bills for our veterans. One of them that allow our veterans, let's just say they were medics or corpsmen in the armed forces, they have experience in the healthcare field. The GI Bill does not cover everything when they need to go to school. My bill required of the state of Florida to come up with the difference and allow them to become nurses, nurse practitioners, or even doctors, because there's a doctor and a nurse practitioner in the house. That's Dr. Martin Lozama. So all the veterans can benefit from that bill. And recently, actually, as of last Thursday, I was able to pass a bill again that the governor signed. I was keeping my fingers crossed this time to make sure that the bill was signed for our veterans also when they need long-term care, for the state of Florida to make provisions to allow them to have long-term care with whether it's the husband and the wife, if the two of them need the care, they need to go in the same facility because you don't want to separate them. So that's a very good bill. I also passed a bill for divorcing parents of special needs children, and I can go on and on. But I also co-sponsored about 40 bills this past legislative session. So I am very busy. Nadine would tell you, when we are in Tallahassee, we do not sleep. We work until we drop. Right, Nadine? I've brought down millions and millions of dollars to my cities while I've been in Tallahassee for this past year. Which is the job that I'm elected to do as a state representative. I have two jobs: to introduce and pass legislation in the state of Florida and to balance the budget for the state of Florida. And so far, I have delivered in both of those areas, plus taking care of our district with the help of Nadine and Letitia, which is two staff that the state of Florida gives you locally. And I'm grateful for my husband and my children. So I want you to give my family a round of applause for the work, for what they do.
C'était un plaisir pour nous présenter nous WhatsApp Caribéen. Rendez-vous pour semaine prochaine, même là. Bonsoir.